You are not allowed to dislike God of War Laufey. If you do, you're a sexist, Nazi, misogynistic, alt-right, hateful chud because you're not interested and you dislike a multi-billion-dollar funded Sony game that's not even based on real life. That's how you are according to certain people on the internet. And I guess I'm one of those people too. Yep, I'm a black Nazi. In fact, I'm currently heading to my black Nazi headquarters, and we're just building a big old oven. And since I'm so dedicated to the cause, I'm going to jump in the oven myself because I am brown and I am part of the inferior race. But before I do that, I'm just gonna announce my displeasure with the God of War Laufey trailer, and I'm gonna show you why this trailer has some major red flags, some things that just irk me about modern gaming. Now, let me make one thing clear: I'm not someone who hates all modern games. There are modern games that I do like. In fact, I even like God of War 2018. I feel like that has the best God of War story. But over time, it feels like God of War has gotten a lot more kid baby friendly. Like God of War Ragnarok, it has dialogue and writing that feels like something out of an MCU movie at times.
We have guests!
There's another one!
I knew this was going too smoothly. Little help?
There are some people online who literally go around saying that you hate women if you don't like the God of War Laufey trailer. And to those people, I gotta say, shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga. So first of all, it's considered sexist now or misogynistic to not like a fictional video game backed up by a multi-billion-dollar company. I gotta say, if that's the case, then the USA has become incredibly sheltered. But second of all, like most, if not half, of the most popular characters in fiction are female. Like, you realize that, right? Like, when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 got put into Smash, you want to know which character they put in? Not the main character, Rex, who is male, but the female character, Pyra, because she's way more popular. And yeah, I'll say it, Laufey's design is pretty unappealing. Not because she looks ugly, but because she looks bland and forgettable. Like, this is Norse mythology we're talking about. You couldn't make the character look more spectacular, at least in the trailer. And I actually heard some people say something along the lines of, well, how a character looks doesn't matter. And I gotta say, if you don't think how a character looks matters, then you have no artistic integrity at all. How a character looks is very important. Like, a character needs to look iconic, memorable. A lot of time, sweat, effort, and blood goes into designing how a character looks. Now, I'm about to judge the Laufey trailer, and there's a stupid sentiment that certain people have that, oh, well, you can't judge something if you haven't played the game yet. Well, what's the purpose of a trailer then? The trailer is literally there to help me, the consumer, decide whether or not the game is worthy of my purchase. It's basic economics. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to risk spending $70, $80 on a game if the trailer doesn't even look that appealing. That Wolverine game, that game looks awesome. God of War Laufey, nah, I'm not seeing it. Cute generic mascot character in my God of War game. I miss the days when these games were badass. But yeah, I'll give the game trailer this. It does have really nice graphics, but pretty much every game ever nowadays has nice graphics, so that's not much of an accomplishment. Batman Arkham Knight came out in 2015, and it still looks fantastic.
Okay. Burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just, I didn't get to say goodbye.
Honey, who are you talking to? Lord forbid we have a silent video game protagonist nowadays. No, we got to get protagonists who constantly talk to themselves, like those weird meth heads that you see at your local gas station at night. So the start of the trailer begins with Faye talking to herself and walking down this linear hallway, and then she gets attacked by a flower monster. Oh, come on. There we go again with the modern MCU talking dialogue. I really hate this. But yeah, the combat, it looks fine, but I've seen better in other games like Devil May Cry, Sekiro, Bayonetta. You know, I mean, the thing about God of War Laufey's combat is that I've already seen it before, and God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. But I guess Laufey can now do air combos, which is good, but I've seen other games do it better.
Yeah, armor. Good idea.
Yeah, armor. Good idea. Thank you, game, for pointing that out to the player. I mean, Lord forbid people actually think for themselves. I was getting confused. You know, when I played Zelda Breath of the Wild, I was just so confused, you know, because there was a chest that had armor in it, but I wasn't sure if I should equip that armor or not, you know. Thankfully, this game, God of War Laufey, tells you what to do with the armor. This is why I can't really get into Dark Souls either, because, you know, I don't want to, you know, deal with having to question whether or not to equip armor.
Now, how about a way out?
This annoying, adorable, wholesome Chungus pet creature is really making me not like the game. I'm just waiting for a Disney logo to pop up. And yeah, Laufey, yes, how about we do find a way out? You know, I figured that since this is a video game, I thought we were just going to stand in the same place all day or something. All right, so sarcasm aside, you're starting to realize one of the biggest issues with this game trailer is that the character keeps explaining obvious things to the player, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an M-rated game. Why are you holding the player's hands like they're a freaking toddler? So the trailer keeps going on. We get more scenes of Faye talking to herself and walking down a linear, boring hallway. Then she gets captured by some demon mythological monsters, probably from another realm. And you can go see that kind of stuff in the trailer yourself. And then we meet one of the worst things I've ever seen in a God of War game.
Okay, I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not even all here.
I'm not going to show off the rest of the trailer because it's more of the same generic combat and scripted sequences. Also, there's a huge lack of blood for an M-rated game. But yeah, this cube, this wholesome Chungus, modern talking, awful dialogue cube, this is what ruined the game's tone for me, you know? Like, it's stupid. It is stupid. It feels like something you would see in an MCU movie. And look, I have nothing against stupid humor, but the problem is that this cube, this modern dialogue cube, it doesn't say anything funny at all. It's more of an annoying distraction than anything. So yeah, it reminds me of that one scene from Forspoken. You know, that other failed AAA game.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind!
Seriously, games need to stop with this sort of modern dialogue. I mean, it's not every modern game, but you know, I miss when, you know, games that were aimed at the mainstream had more poetic dialogue back in the day. Like one of my favorite scenes is in Final Fantasy IX, where Vivi, you know, finds out that he's going to die one day, and there's a very somber and reflective scene. If that game came out today, the dialogue in that scene would have some sort of weird comic relief pop in. I'm not buying the God of War Laufey game. It's not because there's a woman in it, but because the game is, it looks very generic, boring, unoriginal. Why does Laufey even need her own game? Part of the charm of the original 2018 game was the mystery surrounding Laufey, and now this trailer alone pretty much ruins the mystery. I mean, God of War Ragnarok also ruined the mystery as well, but to a much lesser extent at least. So yeah, I'd rather just play a better written game, you know. That Wolverine game, I hope it's good. But yeah, if you go around saying that people are sexist or bigoted or Nazis or whatever for having the audacity to criticize a multi-billion-dollar funded AAA game, you're yeah, I'm just gonna say it. You're retarded. If you go around doing that, you are a retarded person. You are a total bootlicker, and you have no artistic integrity whatsoever. Please reconsider your stance on life. Maybe go out and try to get some better taste in games.